Welcome to my channel. This video will be explain how to use Freecad. Freecad is an open source parametric 3D modeler made primarily to design relief objects of any size. Freecad allow you to sketch geometry, constrain 2D shape and use them as base to build other objects. Freecad is multiple platform software can be used on Windows, Mac and Linux. Here the opening windows of Freecad. To start tutorial, let's create new page. In the workbench menu, we need to choose part design workbench. At the left side we will see model and task view. Model is a view of history parameter that we use and part structure hierarchy. All model that we opening in the Freecad will be shown here, and for the task view is consists of guidance on how to make part. It will give you option for what you can do. In the first, we need to create body to make a part. Click create body and then the option of create sketch will be shown. So create sketch and 3 plane is shown here in the 3D view, and in the combo view also have some option that explain that there is XY, XZ and YZ plane. We can choose the plan that we want to drawing the 2D sketch on the 3D view or in the task view in the left side. I'm gonna use task view. Choose exit plan and click OK. When we already choose a plan, we will directly go to Sketcher. This is exit plan that we already choose before, and we want to make subfolder like that. To make it, we need to make 2D sketch at first. I'm gonna use rectangular starting from 0 point and drag it to the right side. Next, we need to add some constraint dimension. So choose a constraint dimension at here. This is horizontal length. So input 80 and use vertical constraint length. Input 20. Okay, as you can see, it's turned to be green. It means this already fully constrained. After that, we need to create polyline starting from this line. Oh, I make a mistake. Click polyline again. Make sure you touch the line of the rectangle. Left click and then drag. Left click again. Left click and then make sure touching the line and then right click to finish the operation. As you can see, the line of the polyline is still white. It means this is not fully constrained, still have some degree of freedom. So next, we need to add some dimensioning to make it the polyline to be constrained fully. I'm gonna use same as like before, a dimensional constraint, and put the height of the polyline. Choose horizontal dimension and click this line and put 40, and then choose a vertical horizontal dimension again and click to this 2 point to make the position of the polyline in the middle, and then click this 2 point and add how much, 60. I think this is too big, so we need to modify the dimension. Just double click on the dimension and it will be shown the menu of inserting length. Change to be 40. That's enough. So all line already green. it means it's already fully constrained. So for the next step, I'm gonna delete this line from this point to this point using trim line. Click trim line and choose the line that we want to remove. It will trim the line between these 2 points, and then create circle on the middle of the polyline, and this is still white. It means they have more than 2 degrees of freedom. So add a dimension in here. Okay, and then vertical dimension, oops, just 20, so it's in the middle of the polyline. After that, we need to add a radius constraint. I'm gonna choose 10. Yep, it's already fully constrained because already tuned to be green line. Now we need to add some line over here. I'm using line. Make sure it touches the circle line and the polyline correctly. Now this is still have a degree of freedom, 3 degree of freedom, so it's still white, so we need to constrain as vertical line. Okay, and we need to make the distance between these 2 lines. Okay, we use a horizontal dimension. Okay, this point and this point. Input 4. Okay, now we just need to constrain the position. Okay, next step, I'm gonna trim line this line, trim this, and trim this. Okay, I think the basic sketch for making shape folder already finished. Okay, to finish the sketcher, just finish editing by click here, and then in the text view you can see some option is pop up. There is pad here. Click pad and it will extrude automatically the profile sketch that we already make. And I'm gonna make the thickness become 30. That's it. Okay, for the next step, I'm gonna make some hole in this face through all 3D object. Create sketch through, and then adding some circle in this one. Add some dimension. How about 3 mm diameter? And constrain the position of the circle. Okay, I'm gonna use a 0 point as reference. How about 55? Okay, then let's check. Okay, this is maybe the exact the correct position. Then we need to add constraint dimension for the horizontal position. Choose let's choose this point and then 0 point, then input 15. Okay, this already turned green. So make sure if you make some object, if you want to make the object fixed and there is no change, make sure it turn to be green. Exit the sketch, and now we need to add some hole. So choose pocket, and then now the type is still dimension, so it's only make hole about 5mm tap. So I'm gonna through all body, so choose through all in the type, and it will cut all volume until at the end of the face of this model. Okay, voila, this is a first tutorial how to use part design. It's still very simple, but I think by this that's enough. So save the 3D model that we already make. I'm gonna make it the name to be tutorial 1 and part design. Click save. Thank you very much for joining this video. See you next time.